Let me get this all set up here. You guys, appreciate everybody's patience. Much love. Get it all set and going for you guys. Let me get the mic on too. It's going to be about a second here. Thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Here we are. What is up? Blue Foundation, Green Giants, Deep Red Alliance. Welcome to another. Oh man. Okay, I gotta change my parking. So you guys try to find a good parking spot. Couldn't get my usual parking spot today, and now we got some dude who's gonna kick us out of here. So give me a second, guys, while I go move my car to another parking spot here. Appreciate everybody's patience. Worst show, best community. You know how we do. This is what I get for trying to stream at 3:30 p.m. on the dot. All right. Of course, of course, of course. Of course, there's a horse. When there's a horse, man, we're going to get parking, guys. We're going to get parking. Dang. Man, what a crazy busy day today. All right, it is what it is. I hope you guys are having fun trying to find me freaking parking right now. All right. What is up, guys? Appreciate everybody's patience. Man, what a heck of a way to start the stream here. But it is what it is. All right, I'm trying to find a good parking spot that has some shade so my phone won't freaking overheat. But it looks like it's going to probably just overheat anyway. All right. I'm sure you guys can hear me just fine. I'm going to park over here for now until somebody kicks me out. All righty. All right. Soon you can park in the Blue Castle. Gee, dude, very soon. Sooner than we think. Guys, thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any supporters. It's just double tapping the screen. It helps us tremendously, guys. If we can get 25 likes for the stream, that would be amazing. And hitting the like helps bring more people into the chat, helps us discover newer cryptos. You know, you just never know when somebody in the chat may shout out in the next gem that we end up finding, right? AM Wood in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you jumping in, guys. We're looking for Tiger's hat today. This is the hat when we're freaking deep in those reds, looking for the greatest values, looking for the Tigers who are out there, who are ready to pounce on opportunities. G with hat, there we go. What's up, AM Wood? FPS 420, 30 million per XRP. Can't wait, man. Cannot wait. Soon you can park in the Blue Castle. I can't wait for that too, man. I can't wait to park in the Blue Castle. It's going to be nice. I'm an old desktop guy. Gee, I actually hit the like button. Nice, AM Wood. I like that. I like that. What's up, Blue Crew? How's it going? Abe in the house. Appreciate you jumping on in. Guys, Ironfish. Ironfish was one of the next, one of the big calls for us in the deep reds. We called that one out when it was at 12 cents in, basically at its bottom. We basically got so lucky to discover Ironfish right at the right time. And, we were talking about this one being a powerhouse privacy crypto. Coinbase and Base seem to think so as well. So iron still under $1 with that level of supply, pretty undervalued. But once again, we don't want to be chasing pumps, right? Hopefully we got in at 12 cents. I got plenty of deep reds here for you guys today. Plenty of them, right? We got about a good page and a half of powerhouse deep reds. And I mean powerhouse deep reds because we have created a second list. We have our Blue Foundation list or the Blue Crew list. Now we have our DREC Alliance Interledger Protocol Securitized list. If Securitize follows this project, or Interledger Protocol Foundation follows it, or DREC Alliance follows it, we have it on this second list here. And dang, man, we got some quality or if they've won a CBDC tech sprint, we have it on that list as well. Somebody shouting out XPX. Gotta love where XPX is at right now. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, man. I want to see it break through. I want to see XPX at least past 002 before we start getting really excited about where XPX is going. Just because we've seen XPX hit 001 before. So I wanted to break that resistance level before we get too excited for XPX. But dude, XPX was prime at 000s1, 000s2. I hope you guys are enjoying that short-term 2x up to 000s4 now for XPX if you got in at the bottom with us there. Finally got IOTA and one step left for XPX. There we go. What's up, AM Wood? What's up, guys? Appreciate you guys, man. We got the usual suspects jumping in. Salute, bro. El Prey, shout out to you. What's up, man? Good to see you again. Guys, once again, we have a good list here. We're going to start going over this list in just a second. Once again, I just have to let you know, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I appreciate the best community. Double tapping the screen for the like or subscribing to this channel. Guys, the algorithm recognizes action. I put a excuse my bad word there, but I put a hell of a ton of work into these lists, into these cryptos, and researching them. And I would love to have that reciprocated back. I would love for this channel to grow and flourish like so many other crypto YouTubers out there who just hype one coin and they get hundreds of thousands of followers. I would love to be able to get us 100,000 subscribers just for the Blue Foundation, just to know that it is possible for us to break through, you know, and, you know, possibly even do this for a living, man. I freaking am very passionate about crypto. I would love for this channel to ultimately have a studio where we have a really nice mic to talk to you guys with, sharing the screen, sharing the charts, sharing the deep reds. But I wish it could happen sooner. I wish this would have happened maybe 2 or 3 years ago when we were calling out SHX at 000s, because the deep reds aren't going to be around for long. We're going to be heading into a bull cycle sometime soon. Right, so we're gonna have to wait for that, you know, to do that. I mean, unless we go to the studio and we're just having celebration streams until the next deep reds arrive. But you know, we would have liked to have been in the studio by now. We've been doing this for 9 years, and we only have less than 6K subscribers. You know, the shadow ban life is freaking real. And you know, I don't make people jump through hoops. I don't tell people what to do, right? I always say thank you for the like. I don't tell them to hit the like. I always say thank you for the sub. I don't tell them to hit the sub. I always say thank you for memberships. I never tell them to be a member to get exclusive data, to get exclusive info, right? No, the everyday man deserves this info. It's about the everyday man that needs to get into these digital assets. It can't be your big wig business dude who has hundreds of thousands of dollars already has a great family, has able to provide for them and provide, you know, pay freaking tuition for their universities and stuff. This channel is not for that type of person. It is for the everyday person like you and me who's got 5 to 10 to 20, 40, whatever throwaway money may be for you guys to throw into crypto at a time, chipping away, right? And you know, hopefully we can just you know, get some recognition for that someday soon. I know recently I've been kind of being a little bee about it, but it's just a dude, like after seeing this Ironfish call, I'm like, dude, if we literally had like 100,000 subscribers or something, 100,000 people could have gotten exposure to iron at 12 cents. 100,000 people could have gotten exposure to SHX at 000s. 100,000 people could have gotten exposure to XRP when it was 8 cents, 10 cents, right? So hitting the like, supporting this channel means the world because it helps us bring more of our everyday fellow man onto the channel, into the Blue Foundation, and setting themselves up for a prosperous future within the next 10 years or so. But, you know, once again, not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of y'all who have been supporting us, you know, since day one, since, you know, what, 1 day ago, day one day ago. Either way, I am so grateful. Turple Nurple, shout out to you, man. But yeah, let's start jumping into the deep reds, guys. We do this basically every episode, and you know, if you guys like information like this, trying to find powerhouse cryptos that are way down and undervalued, way down in sentiment. Nobody is talking about them, right? Nobody, right? Because they don't have the freaking cojones to talk about these digital assets while they're in the deep reds. They love talking about it when it's pumping, right? And then saying they told you so, even though they never told you so, even though they never freaking told you so. So let's go. AM Wood, what's up, man? Yeah, some days you are really hard to find. Dude, it's crazy, man. The shadow ban life is real on this channel, but I'm sticking to it, man. I'm not creating a freaking new channel. I'm not going to do any of that type of stuff. We're sticking with this channel. So if it's 5,000 people, you are the luckiest 5,000 people on the freaking planet, because we're the only YouTube channel that does what we freaking do, right? There's no other YouTube channel that puts in the work that we do to try to find deep reds and listing 20 to 30 cryptos per stream that are in the deep reds, right? For opportunities out there. And this list today is fire, guys. Either the Decentralized Recovery Alliance follows these cryptos, Securitize follows these cryptos, or the Interledger Foundation follows these cryptos, or these cryptos have been involved with CBDCs or connected to CBDCs, right? So let's freaking go. Black Cool, appreciate you jumping on in. I'm on that metal and XPR. Let's go, man. I liked metal when it was at a penny, and I liked XPR when it was at triple zeros. Hopefully you were there with us, Turple Nurple, when that crypto was doing that, but now it's in the green. You'll start seeing the rhythm of this channel. Once cryptos start going green, we don't talk about them anymore, because they're not in the deep reds. This is the Deep Red Alliance for a reason. We are very disciplined and very strict about our list. Love XPR and metal. Loved it more when they were at triple zeros. Loved it more when metal was at a penny, right? Could have found out about those projects instead of chasing greens, right? Could have been watching this channel, right? What's up, Silver Days? Appreciate you, man. Spencer Blackburn in the house. Shout out to everybody here. All right, guys, let's start jumping into the list here. Let's start from the shallowest end of the pool to the deepest of the deep reds, right? To the bottom of the freaking pit of the deep reds. These are cryptos that are kind of on the fringes. I only go from 50% down on the year and downwards, right? So if there's a crypto that you like that is 20% down on the year and it's right across the board, then yeah, maybe that looks like a good deep red. The strategy I like to do with those type of cryptos, I don't really go big on those cryptos. I just chip away if I have to have them. I'll go $5 at a time, $10 at a time. You guys know how we do, right? Never putting ourselves in a position of risk, always putting ourselves in a position to win, right? When we're putting our money into these cryptos, we know it could possibly go away, right? It's just $5, man. I'm skipping a coffee today. I skipped coffee today to freaking scoop up some more XX network at a penny. I skipped a coffee today. I skipped a venti coffee today to scoop up more Rose and XX network today, both at a penny. But let's keep moving on, guys. You got to shill coins that are already up 700% and rug your followers to grow. Exactly, Miles P. Exactly, man. It seems like, and I think our type of personality, I don't know, there's just, I feel like we do everything right that a YouTube channel should be doing to build up its following. But hey, it is what it is. I guess our streams aren't the way to go. I guess I got to just make, all shorts talking about each and every one crypto in the deep reds. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just do like 10 to 20 second shorts about every freaking deep red that's on these lists, because maybe we can get more views and subscribers that way. But hey, sorry for the little anger. Good times and good vibes here. As always, guys, it just gets a little frustrating because I've been working my ass off for 9 years in the crypto space, trying to research and, really just genuinely helping the community. I'm not making people donate for this information. I'm not making people jump into a Patreon for this information. And, some people are saying that others have been leeching off my information and not like supporting and stuff like that. It is what it is. But dude, I don't want to call them leeches. I just want to call these people like, hey, they just don't know how to hit the like or the subscribe yet, right? But they're people who probably value the information highly because they're just like me, man. They only got $5 to $10 at a time to chip away at these cryptos, $20 at a time or $20 a day into one of these cryptos, right? So let's jump into the list, though. We're going from the shallowest to the deep end. Appreciate you guys hitting the like. Brings more people into the chat. Helps us maybe discover a new crypto that the chat may call out. Hell, the base Patsy, dude. Bravo to him. Shouted out TIBBIR. TIBBIR was like, what, sub 20 cents, sub 15 cents when base Patsy was talking to us about it. Now look at where TIBBIR is going, man. So we always learn from the community. It's not just me. It's the whole Blue Foundation as a collective, right? SHX on Kraken is fire. Definitely. Love that SHX is still on at a penny. Love that SHX is getting listed on Kraken during a bear cycle, right? Love that SHX. I keep every day, I change my Dogstar rewards into my crypto of choice in that XLM ecosystem. And most of the time it's SHX because love getting passive SHX. I mean, that's the best when you're able to get whole numbers of SHX passively without even putting your own freaking, you know, your own dime into it, really, right? G with hat, let's go. Then it went at 4%. What's up, Psyche Evolve? Appreciate you, man. Bloopity bloop. Yeah, this is the hat for looking for tigers. We're looking for tigers. Who's out there? JC, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Appreciate you jumping in. Psyche Evolve, you're almost going to get a blue wrench one day, man. Gee, have you looked at Enzyme and MLN? Yes, we shout out to RPM for giving us a heads up on Enzyme and MLN. This thing's been booming, right? Enzyme and MLN have been booming, but we'll keep an eye out for when it goes into the deep reds. We do have that one on the list. I appreciate you shouting that one out. AM Wood. Man, Solano memes are going to break me. LOL, Tony Bags. Dude, XRP memes are looking like the play, man. David Schwartz told us a while ago that, you know, when XRP turns bullish, it's probably going to be a good idea to have some investment in some of these XRPL memes. So, you know, XRPL, like, if you're into the meme game, none of these cryptos are memes that we're going to be talking about today, you guys. But if you're into the meme games, I love getting exposure in young ecosystems like HBAR ecosystem. If there's any memes there, want to be scooping that. XLM memes, want to be scooping that. XRPL memes, want to be scooping that. Obviously Solana, because Solana is not done. Solana's not done doing what it's doing, man. Solana is going to probably be $1,000 plus in this bull cycle. And holy cow, man. Blue Castle is going to be coming a lot sooner than we thought. Once again, thanks for hitting the likes. How about we start? If we can get a like per crypto that I shout out, that would already change our lives, man. So I appreciate it. First crypto, first like, XPX at 0004. This one's not red across the board, but it's 41% down on the year. Loving the momentum that we've been getting with XPX. I want it to break 002. I want it to get into that range. If we can get to 002, then we're really onto something here with XPX. But for right now, XPX is just meeting us halfway from where it's dumped. Remember, this was like 90+% down on the year, right across the board at 0001, 0002. So a nice 4x, 2x from there. But we need to start breaking higher prices. We need to break those plateaus that are above those overhead resistances for XPX to really be going, you know, where it's meant to be going right here. If you guys don't know about XPX, and this is the first time you're hearing about it, XPX is called Sirius Chain, SIRIUS Chain, or also Proxima X, but that was what it was formerly known as. It is Sirius Chain XPX at 00045. We can get this through the Pancake Swap. We connect our base wallet. We can swap Solana. We can swap BNB. We can swap ETH for some XPX through there. It's also available on MXC, right? The MXC exchange. And once again, Pancake Swap. But yeah, you know, in terms of deep red, powerhouse possible crypto right here, it's the cheapest ISO 20022 compliant crypto that you'll be able to find, right? GBEX may be the cheapest one, but this is a layer 1 crypto. Full stack, ledger, storage, and compute. XPX building a powerhouse at 0004 now, negative 41% down on the year still though. Matic, MATI, and it's getting harder and harder to get a million, man. That million was looking a lot better when it was at 0001 or 0002. Now at 0004, we're probably just happy to get hundreds of thousands of these cryptos if we can. And I can't wait to stake it. That's the thing I'm really, really banking on, is when they unleash the staking, man, and we can stake our XPX and just live free for the rest of our days, dude. I can't wait, man. So XPX Sirius Chain, CBDC Tech Sprint winner in 2022, recognized by the BIS the Monetary Authority of Singapore, the G20, People's Bank of China, Bank of England, right? The largest support of SDK languages out of any other blockchain in the space, 10 plus SDK languages supported for XPX. What else do we got for XPX? Huawei is partnered with them. Bank of Cambodia is partnered with them. And I'm sure there's other banks with NDAs once they won that CBDC tech sprint in 2022. Reminder, in that CBDC tech sprint, the other finalists amongst XPX were Ripple, Stellar, and R3. And XPX was the winner. Not Ripple, not Stellar, and R3. And I understand people would say, oh, but gee, maybe they didn't have Ripple and Stellar win because they just didn't want to unlock the gates there, right? And that's understandable. I get that. But we crashed during that year. We crashed in 2022. It was bearish in that 2022. So I don't even think, like, people would have forgotten about the CBDC tech sprint in 2022, regardless if XRPL won or if Stellar won it, right? We probably would still be at the prices that we are at, right? So XPX at 00045, just looking, juicy in the 0004 ranges. All right, going into the next crypto and the next Matic. Polygon Matic is being too undervalued here, you guys. DREC Alliance follows them. Matic at 18 cents, negative 49% down, red across the board, 9.9 billion supply. If Matic goes to 12 cents or 10 cents, ooh wee, man, I'm scooping up a good amount of Matic to stake that if it goes to 10 cents, man. So Matic at 18 cents looking really good, negative 49% down, 9.9 billion supply. Before we get to the next crypto, which is a really exciting one here, this one we can get on Coinbase easily, and it's in 00 ranges. Let me just catch up with the chat here really quick. What's up, Base Patsy? Good to see you. Ribbit Capital token letter is groundbreaking. It's to AI agents what the BTC white paper was to crypto. Download and ask your AI to explain it to you. ribbitcap.com/knowledge. Mickey was buying BTC at $9. Dude, yes, I'm excited for Ribbit, man. Shout out to you. I'm holding on to that Ribbit super long term. Shout out to WF Patsy or the Base Patsy if you don't know him. Like, this is the benefit of hitting the like and bringing in as many of the community into the chat as we can, because then we start, we're the Blue Foundation, man. We're the Deep Red Alliance, right? We freaking see values, and it's not just only me. It's the community here that starts shouting out cryptos. And Base Patsy came to us sub 20 cents, sub 15 cents TIBBIR. Dude, he was telling us about, man. I think even probably sub 10 cents TIBBIR, man. I got to give him more credit than that. So shout out to you, Bates Patsy, for just the love for TIBBIR, but for helping us out as well, man. I'm happy to have a bag, and can't wait to see what this thing does in the long term, especially with virtual and AI agents. I mean, virtual is under $1, and that's looking pretty good, but it went up so high on the year that it can't, like, it's hard to encourage as a deep red or talk about as a deep red, because it's so high up on the year, but it's red across the board in terms of the 90-day and below. So 2 cents, dude. Ooh, too much disrespect. I gave you way too much disrespect, WEF Patsy. Too much disrespect there. What am I saying? Sub 20 cents, sub 15 cents. Dude, this guy was talking to us at 2 cents, man. El Prey, keep going, bro. 9 years in the game is a big deal. You and the community are dropping major gems. Appreciate you, El Prey. Much love, man. Michael Crum in the house. It's the Blue Foundation. I appreciate it. We evolved from the Blue Crew now. After 9 years, I think the Blue Crew is now the Blue Foundation. We've accumulated so many of these damn cryptos. We're creating our own foundation, man. Is there any other cryptos that you guys know of that did what XRP and SHX did with their time-locked escrow? Ooh, that's a great question, man. That's a great question for the AI right there, Psyche Evolve. I like where your head is at with that. So I'll ask AI about that and see if we can find, because I've added every crypto on our list to the AI that I'm training here, and it'll be nice to see if it can review all the cryptos on our master list and see if there's any ones with outside of XRP and SHX with time lock escrow. That's a great question. Many gems, grateful. Dude, we got many more to go. Next crypto, next like. Appreciate your support, y'all. Jasmy at 009, negative 50%, down 50 billion supply. Guys, there's people who are talking to you about memes all the time in their crypto chats or in their YouTube channels. We're talking to you about powerhouse cryptos that today's list is only followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance or Securitize or the Interledger Foundation or has been majorly connected to government CBDCs and test pilots, right? Or has proven pilots as well. Where do I stake my 6? Wait, what? What are you talking about? My 6? My SHI? Oh, your SHX? Where do you stake your SHX? I don't think you can stake your SHX yet, but what I think you misunderstood me when I was saying passive income of SHX. I participate in XLM DeFi. So I have this crypto called FO that I put in liquidity pools with USDC, right? And it earns me over 100% APR. Any FO that I earn, I'll convert it over to SHX. Dogstar as well. Dogstar giving over 40% returns right there for XStar USDC pools or XStar XLM pools, converting that Dogstar into SHX every day, right? Until we can start doing legit DeFi. Hi. Oh, okay. All right. I got kicked out of my parking spot here, you guys. I don't really get why I have to move. I don't even know what she's doing here. All right, I'll just park right here next to it. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what she was trying to tell me. Worst show, man. Worst show. The mobile office, right? All right, dude. This is an interesting episode today, without a doubt. I lose my usual parking spot, and now it's like I have to move everywhere. Life in LA, dude. Life in LA. All right, here we go. Yeah, she liked the hat. All right, here we go. Jasmy at 009, negative 50% down. Right, Jasmy at 009, negative 50% down. 50 billion supply for Jasmy. Yeah, loving the opportunities here for Jasmy, being able to accumulate it at on Coinbase. We liked it when it was at 005 before in the past, but now that it's back in the 00 ranges, this is looking pretty juicy for Jasmy. And Jasmy's followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, y'all. So Jasmy looking really good in terms of the 00 ranges here with the 50 billion supply. If we can get 1,000 of these and never think about them again, or 10,000 of these, never thinking about them again, and then hopefully we can make them work for us in the future, maybe stake our Jasmy. I don't know. You guys probably know more about Jasmy than I do, but I'm just looking at the numbers and the supply and price ratio here and how deep red it is. And we're taking that to the bank with us, man. So Jasmy looking really juicy here in the deep reds, and loving the quality of followers that Jasmy has. Near protocol, man. We've been talking about Near in the deep reds for a good bit. We're going to keep talking about it as long as it's in the deep reds here, man. And if it goes to $1, get ready, man. Get ready to unload right here. Near protocol at $2.13 could be very well the next Solana in terms of going to those multiple hundreds of dollars, right? So Near protocol at $2.13, negative 54% down on the year, 1.2 billion supply for Near protocol. All right, now we're making moves with Render, RENDR. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Oh, okay, I thought that lady was coming back. So Render at $2.34, negative 55% down, 640 million supply for Render token. Also on Coinbase, easy to get. Render's the real deal, guys, and AI is gonna love Render. High-end graphics. From OTOY, the creators of Render here. RENDER, $2.34. We've been talking Render for really long. Dude, there was one person who came in the chat long ago when Render was pennies, dude. Render was absolute pennies. And unfortunately at that time we were too much of an XRP maxi to freaking listen, right? But we got lucky to catch Render sub 50 cents. And, seeing the wonderful journey that it's gone on. But Render, I don't know how much lower it's going to go for Render with a 644 million supply at $2.34, negative 55% down on the year. Let me get a sip of water, guys. Appreciate everybody jumping on in and hitting the like. All right. Filecoin. Filecoin's up next. Filecoin, we know it's a powerhouse, guys. Has its own virtual machine. Decentralized storage king right here. $1.49, negative 61% down for Filecoin. Greg Kidd invested in it. Brad Garlinghouse invested in it. There's something more to the story than if Brad Garlinghouse is open and talking about being an angel investor in Filecoin. He's loving his bags of Filecoin, I'm sure, with where he probably got on in. But right here at $1.49, not looking too bad. Negative 61% down, 2 billion supply for Filecoin. DREC Alliance follows them. Interledger Protocol Foundation follows them. Let's go. EGLD. EGLD, 100x to the all-time high for Filecoin. Oh, let's go, Inspector Music. They're going to get, dude, they're trying to shake people out, man. That's why it's WTF, mate, because it's like they're just trying to shake people out. They're trying to make people think that these projects are absolutely dead and there's nothing going on for them. But, dude, we're in the deep reds. We've been in this for years. We know how they like to do things now. You know, they suck out all, you know, they take out all the normies and then they bring in the tsunami of freaking prices for their, you know, big bags for their like rich ass buddies. You know, that's what they like to do. Right. So EGLD next up, next crypto, next like right here. EGLD sub $10, $9.29, negative 64% down, 28 million supply. Yes, we like Telcoin as well. It didn't pop up on our list. Black cool in terms of deep reds, but if you would like to shout out the percentages, if it's red across the board and maybe I missed something, but or maybe I saw that Decentralized Recovery Alliance doesn't follow them, or maybe I haven't added them to our Blue Foundation list yet, but we do have them on the overall list for Telcoin, but it just has, like, you know, if you want to see how far down it is on the year, let me know. And if it's right across the board, let the Blue Foundation know, because that's always valuable to know. But we definitely are aware of Telcoin, and I appreciate that shout out right there. Neptune Cash, we have that one on the list. I mean, that's a green, though. That one's a green big time. That's a big green right now. I understand with its supply and price that there's maybe more juice for it to go, but you know, I'm just talking deep reds. This is the Deep Red Alliance. This ain't the, you know, the Gangrene Alliance right here or something like that. This ain't, you know, this isn't a, you know, celebration time right now. Like, we wish we would have gotten in on Neptune Cash much earlier. But I do like, I like what I'm seeing from it for sure. It's definitely on the list. And whenever it's in the deep reds, we'll definitely be talking about it. AMP token, unfortunately, is not followed, even though they dealt with the SEC. They're not followed by the Centralized Recovery Alliance. They're not followed by the Interledger Foundation, and they're not followed by Securitize. And this list is geared specifically towards those cryptos. But I do like AMP token as a crypto that has survived, you know, the reach of the SEC. So I'm excited for AMP token to see where that one's going to go. Right? Yeah. No hate for AMP token, but it's just not fitting for the, you know, the criteria that we have on the list today. But I appreciate you shouting it out to the Blue Foundation here so they can do their own research, look into AMP, and see if they want to be chipping away on some AMP right now. We talked, okay, so we're jumping into EGLD. EGLD is actually part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. Guys, if you're wondering why I keep talking about Decentralized Recovery Alliance, I really think a lot of people in crypto don't really understand the significance and importance of decentralized recovery. When you're dealing with billions, trillions, millions of dollars, right? And you're an institution, you're a business, you're a bank, you absolutely love decentralized recovery. You want decentralized recovery. You don't want to rely on a centralized point, you know, a possible central point of failure here, right? So EGLD being able to provide decentralized recovery makes it stand out amongst so many cryptos. Dude, there's only HBAR, Algorand, XRP, ADA, Rose, Casper, BSL, Hashpack, EGLD, right? And then I'm sure I'm missing one more, DAG, right? there's like 10 to 11 to 12 cryptos that are part of this Decentralized Recovery Alliance right now. And I hope there's going to be more that join in soon in the future. But for right now, those are the only ones that stand out amongst the rest that can right now provide decentralized recovery. And that means they're ready to handle billions of dollars right away. Day one, right now, they can do it, right? It's not like hypothetical, like, oh, you know, maybe they can in the future provide decentralized recovery. No, they legit can, right? We're trying to go with the strict criteria here. But hey, we're also mentioning in today's list cryptos that are connected with, are followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, followed by Securitize, followed by the Interledger Foundation, or have test pilots of CBDCs. All right, so EGLD, $9.29, part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, negative 64% down, 28 million supply, and we can stake EGLD, hopefully start, you know, staking and get ourselves whole numbers while this thing is still in the deep reds, right? Amish GDLT is a humble man. This is Amish GDLT today. Yeah, I got you. Guys, we go into Pyth Network. Pyth Network is followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. It's at 10 cents now. We've been waiting. Dude, when Pyth originally came out, you know, we were saying, hey, this crypto's out, but remember, it's a new crypto, so we got to, you know, maybe we wait for the deep reds. It's now in the deep reds. It is negative 69% down, right across the board, 10 cents, 10 billion supply, right? So Pyth Network followed by the DREC Alliance. And if you're followed by the DREC Alliance as a project, you're possibly a contender to join the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, right? To be a member, because DREC Alliance respects you enough. Maybe they're already talking with the cryptos or platforms that are amongst those. So Pyth at 10 cents, negative 69% down, 10 billion supply, not looking too bad right there. APT, Aptos. Aptos is followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. APT is $3.12, negative 69% down, 1.1 billion supply. And then, guys, before we get into this next crypto on our list, and we're getting into the, let me see, how many more cryptos do I have on this list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 more deep reds. How lucky are we, right, to be getting this information for free? Shout out to everybody. Much love to all of y'all. Bullish Dragon, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How's everybody doing in the chat? I see everybody's just sitting back and listening to the deep reds. I'm so grateful for you guys. All right, next crypto, next like here. Cody Network, man, I think is bottoming out at around this range. 3 cents. This crypto used to be at a penny and 2 cents forever. OG crypto in the Hard Yaka portfolio. If you guys don't know about the Hard Yaka portfolio, it's Greg Kidd's portfolio. Greg Kidd used to be the chief risk officer for Ripple back in the day. This guy was an angel investor in Twitter, but when it was freaking Twitter, angel investor in a lot of things, in Ripple and Hedera. I mean, this guy is a hell of a freaking portfolio, so we're following along with it. He opened our eyes to Solana at around $1. He opened our eyes to Cody, here at a penny, Hedera when it was at 2 pennies, right? So Cody now at 3 cents is a wonderful bottom. It's easy to get on Coinbase, negative 69% down, 2 billion supply for Cody. So Cody Network, COTI, very excited for this crypto. DAG-based technology. It's a powerhouse in the making right here. Dude, Ada Cardano, a member of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, used their Cody Pay to boost Ada. And Ada started booming when they made that partnership with Cody. So there's things going down with Cody that nobody knows about, but the Blue Foundation does, man. Cody at 3 cents, negative 69% down, 2 billion supply. Then we have next member of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance here, the next crypto, the next like. I appreciate y'all. PAC, PACK, Hashpack for the Hedera ecosystem is the PAC wallet. It's the native wallet for the Decentralized Recovery Alliance or for the Hedera ecosystem. You can do DeFi through this wallet. You can earn rewards when you transact with this wallet. You could stake your PAC for XPAC. and start building up those rewards and start. I mean, because dude, right now 1 billion supply, 1 penny, negative 71% down for Hashpack, for the pack token. So we're really excited to see where that one's going to be going. Next crypto on the list, we'll get to that one in just a second. You as well, 30 days, brother, from another mother. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? 30 days, let's go. Let's go, man. Appreciate everybody here. All right. We got mobile. So we're going to do helium and mobile back to back on this one. Mobile token is at 0002, negative 73% down, 58 billion supply, followed by the decentralized helium in general is followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. So mobile at 0002, negative 73% down, 58 billion supply for that one. We got XX Network. Sorry, I got to whisper right now because somebody's getting out of their car next to me. I just don't want to even freaking be bothered by them right now. So we got mobile at 0002, negative 73% down, 58 billion supply for mobile. Then we got HNT helium token at $1.79, negative 74% down, 223 million supply for HNT. I got to remember to blink, man. We're so focused. We're not even, my eyes are freaking getting dry just looking at the freaking list here. HNT helium at $1.79, negative 74% down, 223 million supply. HNT and mobile are probably some of the better opportunities out there for really just making the most out of your, just chipping away little by little. I mean, if we get whole numbers of helium, it's at 223 million. Dude, that's, I mean, in its grandest of outcomes, this crypto could be triple digits, right, for helium with that type of supply. And we could get a whole number of that like today, right? Mobile at 0002, negative 73% down, 58 billion supply. I mean, dude, we could do some damage to that, right? We could do some damage to that supply for mobile. So helium and helium mobile right here, looking like a good duo in the deep reds. Decentralized Recovery Alliance follows helium. That's a big deal. XX Network at a penny, negative 73% down, 952 million supply. This is our deep red choice of 2025. I accumulated more XX today at a penny. I don't know how long we're going to have XX Network at a penny. And if we go to 009, oh man, I mean, we might have to only talk about XX Network for a good bit. David Chaum, founder of XX Network, he's the godfather of crypto, created eCash back in the day before Bitcoin was even freaking created. Nobody's really mentioned him possibly being a Satoshi. Everybody talks about David Schwartz being Satoshi, but you got the creator of eCash here doing some things too. XX Network, Elixir, Chris Larson has invested in this project. WorldCoin Foundation or WorldCoin has invested 3 grants into this project when it was higher than a penny. So they want to get their freaking money back and then some on XX Network. Highly privacy focused, quantum resistant, CBDC test pilots, right? David Chaum talking with governments, right? XX Network, one of the best undervalued cryptos in the deep reds. It's our deep red of 2025. We had SHX in 2023. We've had XRP when it was, freaking going 10 cents and onwards, but SHX in 2023 and triple zeros, HBAR in 2024 when it was back at 2 cents again. And now we got XX Network here in 2025 at 1 penny, negative 73% down, 952 million supply. Having 1,000, even 1,000 or 100 of these could possibly be life-changing. So many people are sleeping on this freaking project. Remember, nobody has the balls to talk about cryptos in the deep reds but this channel, right? And XX Network at a penny, negative 73% down, 952 million supply. XX Network looking juicy right there. And we're just chipping away. Dude, the deeper, now we're getting really deep into the deep reds. If you notice, we went from negative 40% down to negative 73% down now, right? The deeper we get into these deep reds, the less money we'll need to throw in, right, to have a massive impact. Because what's it called? The deeper the deep, if we can dig ourselves out of the hole of these deep reds and then some, and the crypto realizes its vision, man, our $5 could turn into 5,000 possibly. And that's freaking amazing, dude. You got to love the opportunities that are available right now in the deep reds, guys. That's why we're looking for freaking tigers, right? And thanks to the average 20 viewers that we get per stream, man, the algorithm does not like us, dude. The algorithm don't like us one bit. I don't get it, dude. I don't freaking get it, man. You would think we would have like 100 viewers by now watching this stream, freaking just chomping at the bit for some deep reds, for some digital assets to be accumulating. Hey, maybe we're just way ahead of our time, man. Maybe we're just ahead of our time. And like 10 years from now, you're going to have crypto YouTubers all across the board talking the same way that we're freaking talking about deep reds. And then they'll get the recognition. We won't. And it is what it is, man. That's just how it is. Dude, oh my God. Yes. Okay, we got to stop for a second. Legendary. Yes, you're back. Oh man, that means the bull cycle's coming, dude. You know when Legendary is in the chat, we're almost close to a bull cycle. It has to happen. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. Where have you been? Where have you been, Legendary? Enjoying your freaking riches, building your blue castle? How's your blue castle been looking, dude? Congratulations to you for retiring, my bro. Congratulations to you, man. Base Patsy is telling me that you retired off TIBBIR alone. Shout out to you, dude. Can we all give a shout out to Legendary, please? The bulls are loose. Oh man, here we go. Legendary jumping in at the peak. We must be at the peak of deep reds. We must be at the bottom if Legendary is coming into the chat now. You know, Legendary would join all of our chats, you know, prior, but now, you know, he's made a good amount of money. He's making his own blue castle. He's enjoying his life, man. He's the longest supporter of this channel, dude, since day one. Really, dude. So shout out to Legendary. He lives. The name that he has is true. You know, he is a legend, man. Got to give him a shout out. Much love to you, bro. It's good to see you again, man. We've been missing you, man. We thought you just ghosted. And it's good to know that you ghosted, but you came by to just say hello. Love it, man. Love it, dude. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, dude. And you're Riddler green. See, if you're a green giant long enough, you turn into the Riddler right there. And then is there a next step? Is there a next step after that? We'll just have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see, man. Dude, I can't tell you how excited I am to see Legendary, man. That's amazing to have him jumping on into the chat. We've been missing you, bud. Fly Kiwi in the house. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Totally, man. Totally, dude. Shout out to you, man. Legendary, the bro, man. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you so much. All right, so we got, let me see, what else do we got? What else do we got here? Man, I just got so distracted and excited with seeing Legendary jumping on in. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. We talked about XX Network at a penny, deep red of 2025. Okay, AKT. AKT is looking like a smash here, you guys. AKT is followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. AKT is sub $1. We've seen this thing go through a crazy journey with AKT. We've had a deep dive video on AKT when it came. We were so excited for AKT. We've been wrecked. We've been saved. AKT has taken us all over the freaking roller coaster. Akash right now at 60 cents, negative 75% down, 388 million supply. The creator of this is a former IBM developer, right? He's worked with IBM, right? He's in that Cosmos ecosystem big time. Osmosis Zone, that Cosmos ecosystem has chosen AKT as its decentralized cloud, right? AKT has connections with Siacoin, with Filecoin. AKT at 60 cents, 388 million supply. We don't even have to put, dude, $5 can possibly change our lives. Make that stake, right? Get that $5, put that AKT to staking or in liquidity pools on Osmosis Zone and just enjoy the journey from here. AKT at 60 cents, negative 75% down, 388 million supply. Shout out to you, Legendary, man. Thanks for the love there, bro. Good to see you, my dude. Good to see him as a Riddler. Jumping it. He's evolved so much. He's turned into the Riddler, man. He's just doing riddles now. He says bulls are loose when we're in the deep reds right now. What does that even mean? What is that riddle? We got to start deciphering everything Legendary says now, man. Shout out to you. We got Optimism. Next crypto, next like right here. Optimism. OP, 41 cents. Negative 75% down. 4.2 billion supply for Optimism OP. Securitize. They're a big part of Securitize. And OP is followed by Securitize. OP Not looking too bad here in terms of the price. Maybe it goes down further. It's negative 75% down. Maybe we see negative 80%, negative 90% down. But it's starting to get into the deep reds. It's right across the board without a doubt. We got Veracity, VRA. Dude, this one's an interesting one. I would love to know what the Blue Foundation thinks about this crypto, but the Decentralized Recovery Alliance follows them, and that's pretty big. For crypto that is at 0006, negative 75% down, 10.3 billion supply for VRA. So right now, you guys know how I love those freaking 000 cryptos, man. You guys know we love those 000 cryptos. 0006 looking mighty juicy for a crypto that maybe I don't have the most faith in, but the Decentralized Recovery likes to follow them. So I'll throw five, six. Hey, if I throw $6 at it, I get $6. I get 6,000 VRA, right? If I throw $6 at it, 10.3 billion supply. I already do my damage. I wait to see a VRA if I can stake it, make any passive income on it, make it work for itself while I just wait for hopefully moonshots for VRA. STX, Stacks, next crypto, next like. I appreciate you. We're trying to average a like per crypto that we talk about here, you guys. I think that's the new way because, I think that helps us, helps the algorithm know what we're doing here. So VRA at 0006. And it sucks to see Legendary saying the algorithm hates me, man. The algo hates me, dude. I know it's not giving you any, like, it's so funny. Like, people hit the bell and they hit the subscribe, and I try to release the heads up of the video ahead of time for you guys to know when it's coming. And we try to stream daily at 3:30 p.m. PST, Monday through Friday. It just sucks that the algo is not supporting this channel to get reach to people who genuinely follow us. Like, I get it if the algo is not like spreading our reach to people who don't follow us, but dude, these are people who do subscribe to the channel. Like, algorithm, freaking get it right and give them the notifications, but anyways, next crypto, next like. Hot dropped. Okay, we got to check out when we do deep reds for cryptos that are outside of this criteria. I'm sure Hot will probably be on that deep list, but good call for Bullish Dragon right there. HOT looks pretty interesting, without a doubt. HOT looks very, very interesting. Yep, love Queen Tammy, man. The queen of the Blue Castle. And I've been trying to get Sean Bennett to grow a beard. Every Sean Bennett video that pops up now, I'm like, grow the beard, Sean, please. We love your baby face, man, but like, you're a savage, bro. You're a creator of a stable coin. You're the creator of the first stable coin for the XRPL. You're a savage. You're a savage, right? And I'm not talking about RLUSD. He created the first US dollar stablecoin bridge for XRPL and Australian dollar for XRPL. Dude, Sean Bennett is a beast. SHX is a beast. Very excited for SHX and those Nacha connections. Not touching my blue bricks, man. I'm not touching my blue bricks. I'm just adding more whole numbers while we still can. Add whole numbers of SHX. I'm long on Hot. Nice. Good shot. Nice shout out there, Soul Hefe. Nice. I mean, dude, Hot is in the 000s now. Hot is in the 000s. So, we're trying to minimize risk, right? 000 cryptos are a good way of doing that because we can get whole numbers, get possibly hundreds or thousands of these cryptos and never think about them again. And then, check in 5 years from now and see if they did some things for us. We go to Stacks, STX. STX is followed by Decentralized Recovery Alliance, you guys. 41 cents, negative 77% down, 1.8 billion supply for STX. Guys, I'm so grateful for the 30 likes. A like per crypto seems to be the way to go for here. I appreciate you guys. We put in a ton of work on this, and we've been doing it for 9 years, man. Legendary can attest. I mean, the channel has had a lot of faces, man. A lot of different journeys, right? Just like Bearable Guy has worn many hats. He's been a jester. He's been a gambler. He's been a sculptor. He's been a gardener, right? And he's been a sailor. He's been a cowboy, right? Just like us, we've been wearing many hats and have had different phases to this channel, right? And you know what's left for Bearable Guy is to be the king, right? To go back to that castle, and they're on the way back to the castle. To be back at that castle and wearing the crown. Right? Wearing the crown. The bear finally being a king is the end of the journey. And I hope we get to wear a crown at the end of this journey for us as well. STX at 41 cents, negative 77% down, 1.8 billion supply. Next crypto, next like. This crypto is part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. It is an AI and privacy OG crypto. 1 penny, negative 78% down, 10 billion supply. Rose. The rose, the blue rose, man, gotta love the smell of those roses. Okay, that doesn't smell like roses. That smells like chili dogs? Like from Wiener Schnitzel? Like not... Oh, is it even worse than Wiener Schnitzel? It's like a fast food, like just a even worse... Dude, legendary. Oh my God, love having you back, man. You know, oh my gosh, dude. Okay, I see your diet is still the same, legendary. Not much has changed. You've just made filthy gains, but you're also still unleashing the filthy farts, my dude. My gosh, the filthy dookies. Shout out to you, legendary. Thanks for the 99 cents, man. But what at the cost of my nostrils here, man. G flowing in the reds. Oh, dude, we're in mid-season form. We're in freaking mid-season form before this bullish cycle. Yeah, he's doing AW chili dags. You like dags? Oh, you mean dogs? Sure, I like dags. I like chili dags better. Shout out to you guys, man. Lizard King in the house. X Lloyd in the house. G the Deep Reds go. Guys, you know a lot of support too. What I would be so grateful for, and once again, I'll never tell you what to do, but if you guys could like share some love, if you have an X account, if you can tag me and tag like a Deep Red that you discovered through the channel, or that you've heard about through the channel, and tag us on X, and shout out that crypto and stuff like that. It would just help us get more reach. So I appreciate if you guys can do that as well. But if not, no biggie. I'm not going to be mad if I don't get any tags on X like in the next hour or 2 hours or in the next day or in the next stream, right? It would just be, any way to help this channel grow would just be amazing, and that could be another way. But yeah, so grateful for you guys. And once again, now the scent of Legendary's little dookie is going away. Luckily, it wasn't a big one. Luckily, it wasn't a big 99-cent dookie. I mean, it progressively gets worse and worse when he does it, man. But hopefully hopefully it was just one bowel movement for Legendary today. But the blue roses smell a lot better than the dookie right there. The blue rose, ROSE, privacy-focused, AI-focused, part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, an AI private crypto that can provide decentralized recovery. Can't really say that about a lot of other AI cryptos. Can't really say that about a lot of other privacy-focused cryptos. So at a penny, negative 78% down, 10 billion supply. I think maybe like what, $10 gets you close to no, I don't know if it's $10. How much would it be? How much would it be for 1,000? I'm sure you guys can do the numbers better than I can, but to get 1,000 rows and then to put it to the Rose wallet and have it stake, Rose at a penny, negative 78% down, 10 billion supply, looking like a great deep red right there, without a doubt. Gee, are you in the Amish country? No, we're looking, dude, when we put this hat on, I either forgot my XRP hat or we're looking for tigers. So it's one of those two. And sometimes they're the same. But yeah, people saying I'm Amish because I like to unplug. That's hilarious. Hey, I might build a blue castle in Amish country. I might do it. You know what? Because those people are going to be cool to hang out with, man. I don't want to get with these like tech heads. I don't want to get with people who are obsessed with freaking tech and all that type of stuff, man. I only invest in this stuff because I know it's the future and just want to secure that future as soon as possible so I won't have to be plugged in, right? That's the whole purpose, man. People are going to have to be plugged in to earn these digital assets in the future, right? And they're going to be earning drops, right? They're just going to be earning little micro pennies of each of these, of this internet, this Web3, that's building in front of us, this new internet that's building right in front of us. And we're not going to be one of those. We're going to be able to afford to unplug a lot, right? We're not going to have to plug in and play games and be part of the metaverse economy or any of that type of stuff, or the internet economy, right? We're going to already have our presence in the internet economy, staking, building up our rewards, and only cashing out our rewards to get by. It's going to be a wonderful time, man. I'm so excited. No doubt about it. We got AXL, the next crypto and next like here. AXL at 18 cents, negative 79% down, 1.1 billion supply for AXL at 18 cents. You know, bridge of bridges, dude, only getting cheaper and cheaper. I'm amazed that we have an 18 cents AXL. I'm sure you guys are too. You guys know the powerhouse that AXL is. You've seen that SHX AXL partnership unfolding right there. AXL is providing uses that XRPL, the Cosmos ecosystem, and SHX find necessary, right? So AXL, the bridge of bridges, 18 cents, 79% down, 1.1 billion supply. Paper wallets are Amish certified, G. There we go. There we go, Inspector Music. That's probably the best wallet you can get right there is a paper wallet, man. We got the next crypto, next like right here. Dude, this crypto keeps getting redder. I don't know what's going down. The FUD is too hard on FET. Decentralized recovery follows FET. FET at 23 cents, negative 83% down, 2.7 billion supply for FET AI. I understand the Ocean Protocol leaving was a big FUD event right there for FET, but we're also in bearish momentum. A lot of cryptos are going down, not only FET. FET at 23 cents is a wonderful opportunity. Sub $1 FET is a wonderful opportunity. Negative 83% down, 2.7 billion supply. Yeah, FET is Fetch AI. Can't win by folding. Exactly. FET is Fetch AI. It's also known as the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance. FET, wonderfully undervalued deep red right here. 23 cents, negative 83% down. Dude, this crypto is like almost pre-programmed to be above $1. You know, and it's amazing that we're getting it at 23 cents. So negative 83% down, 2.7 billion supply for FET, Fetch AI. Moving on to the next crypto, next like. Cosmos ecosystem's ripe for the taking here, you guys. TIA, Celestia at 94 cents. Either the Interledger Protocol Foundation or the Decentralized Recovery Alliance or Securitize follows them. 94 cents, negative 83% down, 1.1 billion supply for TIA. Celestia at 94 cents. I mean, you know, sub $1. We didn't think it would go sub $1, but it did, right? We didn't think Osmo would be where it's at, but dude, Osmo is one of the best dude, Osmo still has a low staking APY, and that's for a reason, because they think Osmo is freaking massively valuable right here. 8% APR for staking your Osmo, but Osmo is like at 12 cents, 13 cents, 14 cents. Osmo is ripe for the taking, man. That Cosmos ecosystem is gonna freaking, you know, you're gonna see moonshots across that whole Cosmos ecosystem, and Celestia may be one of them now. Negative 83% down, 1.1 billion supply, 94 cents. We got two more cryptos on the Deep Red Alliance list here. Guys, I appreciate everybody's support. Thanks for hitting the like, and any new subscribers who are helping us get to 5,500 subscribers or moonshot this channel. Help it break the algorithm as quickly as freaking possible, man. Yeah, freaking crazy for FET to be at 23 cents, right? Fetch will rise again like Boba. Let's go. What's up, Fan of Beat? How you doing, man? Shout out to everybody. Much love to everyone here. Soul of Hefe. Let's go. X Lloyd. Legendary. Fogadelic Research. Let's go, guys. Shout out to everybody here. Much love to all of y'all. Okay, guys. Last two cryptos. We're already past the hour. We've been streaming for a lot longer than we should. But hey, you know, first like few minutes were us trying to find a parking spot. So I'll give you guys an extra good amount of cryptos here. So we got Rune at 81 cents, negative 84% down, 500 million supply. Thorchain is followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. This is an OG crypto at 81 cents. Rune, RUNE. I think you can stake it, make it work for you while you're holding it. Try to earn whole numbers of Rune so you can only cash out the rewards during the bull cycle and then get your investment back and then some, and never have to even think about your OG bag that's staking there and just creating passive income for you. I mean, that's really the name of the game for all of these cryptos that we want to do, man. So Rune at 81 cents, negative 84% down, 500 million supply. We got A0 at 1 penny, negative 96% down, 520 million supply. A0, dude, at the bottom of the pit, at the bottom of the deep reds right here. Highest risk deep red of them all, possible highest reward. At a penny, 520 mil. My $5 can go such a long way. I am freaking what is $5 of one out of for a 1 penny price, right? And then how many A0 is that to the 520 million supply, right? I understand they've had a change of leadership, but they're still active. They're still growing. They're still part of the Digital Euro Association. The DREC Alliance follows them. There's something more going on here than meets the eye. And, you know, we've been in this game long enough that, hey, just because it's in the deep reds, just because it's 90+% down, doesn't mean nothing's going on for this freaking crypto, right? Sometimes being quiet is a very good thing, right? Tezos is being quiet under $1 right now. And dude, Tezos, you know, freaking massive securitized connections, massive base connections, massive connections with a lot of cryptos across the board, uraniums on that freaking blockchain, right? You know, endlessly upgradable. Dude, one of the only blockchain projects that updates itself, right? It doesn't need to update by doing a hard fork or anything like that. Tezos XTZ, you know, looking like one of those undervalued ones as well. So A0 at a penny, negative 96% down, 520 million supply at a penny. Very high risk. Hey, dude, SHX was right across the board, like 90+% down, and we all know what SHX did when it went from triple zeros. So A0, I don't want to take too big of a risk, right? So I'll throw $5 at A0, never think about it again, and let's see if it freaking is the real deal. Let's see if it is the real deal, because with a 520 million supply, that means this crypto could be dollars. That means this crypto could be hundreds of dollars if it actually, you know, lives to see its vision there, right? So I'm excited to see what A0 is going to be doing without a doubt. Guys, that's the deep red list for today. We've given you 20 plus cryptos. I hope that, you know, it gives you guys something to chew on. Whichever one of these cryptos that you like the most doesn't seem like a bad idea, right? Once again, I'm not a financial advisor, though. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong. Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, without a doubt, and I'm so grateful to y'all. How about we run through the list in like 2x speed, just for those who are coming in late, right? So I appreciate you guys hitting the like. If we can get to 40 likes by the time I'm doing this freaking list in 2x speed, we'll race each other and see if that happens. I doubt it, but that would be amazing. And if you guys are watching later, if we can get 50 to 60 likes or whatever, that would be a new record, really, for us, at least in recent times. Dude, we've been all over the gambit. We've had times where we've had like hundreds of people viewing and, you know, getting, you know, 40 to 50 likes, you know, per stream and stuff like that. But, you know, right now it's just really hard going, it seems like, with the algo. But it is what it is. We'll have our day in the sun, I'm sure. But anyways, here we go, guys. Oh yeah, one more thing in the description below. If you want to mine Satoshis with me through your phone, the TIBBIR app helps you do so. We got to talk about TIBBIR strategies in the future of how we can earn extra Satoshis using that TIBBIR app. But hey, just mining and clicking every day, just watching one ad a day helps you mine Satoshis, and then you don't have to think about it for the next 24 hours. So using the referral code helps you earn extra Satoshis, and we'll mine together and just keep getting those passive sats that we can convert into XRPs, into Algorands, into HBARs, whatever crypto we choose, right? And then also Swash. We have our Swash link there for the referral code if you guys want to use that and earn Swash for navigating the internet. And then, of course, I have my Coinbase ID there if you guys want to donate crypto to the channel. Once again, you don't have to. I'm just saying if you guys want to. It's always if you guys want to, because nothing is better when people genuinely want to support a channel versus being told to support a channel. All right, let's jump into the deep reds yet again, 2x speed, super quickly. Here we go. XPX at 00045, negative 41% down. Not really red across the board, so just chipping away maybe a little bit right here just in case it goes to the 0002s again. But 00045, still pretty deep red in terms of the yearly, negative 41% down, 9 billion supply. Matic at 18 cents, negative 49% down, 9.9 billion supply. Jasmy at 009, negative 50% down, 50 billion supply. Near at $2.13, negative 54% down, 1.2 billion supply. Guys, I mean, I'm going to beat you guys if, before we get to 40 likes. I guess, you know, I guess you guys are going to get deep reds really quickly here. Render at $2.34, negative 55% down, 644 million supply. Filecoin at 1.49, $1.49, negative 61% down, 2 billion supply. EGLD at $9.29, negative 64% down, 28 million supply. We got Pyth Network at 10 cents, negative 69% down, 10 billion supply. We got Aptos APT at $3.12, negative 69% down, 1.1 billion supply. We got Cody at 3 cents, negative 69% down, 2 billion supply. We got PAC, Hashpack, PACK at a penny, negative 71% down, 1 billion supply. We got HNT at $1.79, negative 73% down, 223 million supply. We got Mobile, MOBILE at 0002, negative 73% down, 58 billion supply. We got XX Network Deep Red of 2025 at a penny, negative 73% down, 952 million supply. We got AKT at 60 cents, negative 75% down, 388 million supply. We got OP at 41 cents, negative 75% down, 4.2 billion supply. We got VRA at 0006, negative 75% down, 10.3 billion supply. We got STX at 41 cents, negative 77% down, 1.8 billion supply. We got STX 41 cents, negative 77% down, 1.8 billion supply. We got Rose at a penny, negative 78% down, 10 billion supply. We got AXL at 18 cents, negative 79% down, 1.1 billion supply. We got FET at 23 cents, negative 83% down, 2.7 billion supply. And we got TIA Celestia at 94 cents, negative 83% down, 1.1 billion supply. We got Rune Thorchain at 81 cents, negative 84% down, 500 million supply. And then we got A0 at a penny, negative 96% down, 520 million supply. Guys, thank you so much for joining this stream. I am so grateful to all of y'all. Once again, in the description below, if you guys want to support the channel, donating also helps. Hitting the like also helps. Helping us get to 5,500 subscribers and subscribing to the channel also helps. Being a member, being a green giant also helps. Shout out to Blue Dragon or Bullish Dragon for becoming a tiny G. So grateful to you, my man. Good to see you a green giant again. It looks like you're already just continuing off from your last green giant status. You look like a full grow. I think, is that Hulk status? Yeah, you're like at Hulk status for your green giant status, man. So grateful for that. Guys, much love to everybody here. Always grateful. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. And thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eyes, and we keep it crypto. I'm going to keep trying if you guys keep trying. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. PST. We try to stream Monday through Friday daily at around that time. I always try to put the notification for the stream ahead of time in case if it's going to be beyond that or not. But anyways, always keeping an eye out. Anyways, much love. See you guys in the Blue Castle. Adios.